You got a bike lock, and this is Stephen Meyer's illustration. It's a good illustration. You got a bike lock with 4 dials on there. How many possible combinations are on a bike lock with 4 dials? Math majors? How many? 10, yeah, 10 to the 4th, right? 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. There's 10,000 different possible combinations in a bike lock. How long do you think it would take you to go, if you could move 1 dial every 10 seconds and pull on it to see if it would come apart, how many hours would it take to get to 5,000 so your chances of getting the right combination now have tipped at least over 50%? How long do you think it would take you? Not that long. It would take you about 15 hours. No potty breaks, nothing, you're not eating anything. Just for 15 straight hours, you're moving that dial every 10 seconds and checking it. So you get to about 5,000. Obviously, you can be sure if you can go for 30 hours, because ultimately you're going to get the right combination. Imagine a bike lock with 74 dials. How long is it going to take you? Well, the numbers are going to be really hard to put in perspective, but we'll try. What this illustration is showing you is this, that for a new protein, there's 10 to the 74th DNA sequences that won't work to 1 that will. In other words, the order in which these letters go up and down the spine for an average protein, there's 10 to the 74 ways that won't work. Now, what's 10 to the 74? That's 1 with 74 zeros following it. From your perspective, it'd be this way. Yeah, that's right. I'm getting there. Yeah, you're in the medical field, so you know this. There's only 1 with 74 zeros following. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Well, first of all, let's point this out. There's only been 10 to the 17 seconds in the entire history of the Earth. 10 to the 17 seconds. There's only been 10 to the 40 organisms in Earth history. Now, let me ask you a question. What is the difference? How much bigger is 10 to the 41 than 10 to the 40? How much bigger? So who said it? It's 10 times bigger. 10 to the 41 is 10 times bigger than 10 to the 40. You with me? 10 times 42 is 10 times bigger than 10 to the 41. Because you're adding a 0. Just keep thinking about it. You got 1 here? Just keep thinking about adding a 0 every time. It's 10 times bigger. So I'm going to highlight this for you. Here's the highlight. You won't get 1 new protein by unguided processes in trillions of Earth histories. Not just 1 Earth history, trillions of Earth histories. Now, we're not even talking about life here. We're talking about 1 protein, and as you pointed out, you need, for the kind of the simplest life, you need about 250 proteins. So not only are you not getting this, if you did get it, you then have to do it 250 more times. Do you see the numbers here? The actual probability of this happening is 0. Not going to happen. And yet you got people believing this. You got people actually believing this. Is this reasonable to believe this?